Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode, and in today's video we're going over what I consider to be the best business model in the world. I've said it multiple times and I really am a big believer in this company. So what is it? That company is Visa. Visa is a fantastic company with fantastic growth, fantastic profitability, amazing margins, and an incredible payment network. So in this video I want to go over all the main reasons why I believe in the company, why I'm potentially looking at reinvesting back into the company now that they're having a little bit of a dip, and overall just why I think that there's really no competitive threats, because we're going to go over all that in this video. If you haven't got it checked out down below, we had another one sign up yesterday. We are now up to 124 people signed up with M1 Finance. It is absolutely incredible because this platform offers $50 for getting signed up. All you got to do is go down below in the description, check out this link, which I'm highlighting right here with my mouse, download the application, and then deposit $100 and you'll get $50 for getting signed up. It's absolutely free to use, no fees whatsoever, and it's literally a free $50. I don't know how else to explain it. Other than that, if you haven't checked me out before, my name is Jordan. I'm a millennial investor. My plan is to get to $1 million in my investment portfolio by the age of 40. And this is my 40th birthday right here, and this is month over month my goals to get there and how I'm planning on getting there month over month. So far, we are a little bit ahead of schedule. We'll be giving an update on this on January 1st. My next update will be on the next video, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and let's go ahead and jump straight into the hypercharts and look at the revenue, profitability, and all that good stuff for Visa. First, to get started, I want to take a look at the annual revenue for Visa. Consistent revenue growth year over year. Starting back to fiscal year 2014, 12.7 billion in revenue. 12.7 up to 13.8, up to 15.0, 18.3, 20.6, 22.9. There was the downturn year because of COVID and lockdowns and people spending less money, especially with less travel, more things. But you have 22.9 going down to 21.8 and then increasing all the way back to 24.1. So not only did we recover nicely from COVID, but we also exceeded what we did in fiscal year 2019 and doing more than that in fiscal year 2021. As far as the profitability, the net income growth is astounding in the billions of dollars. So we have 5.4 billion in 2014, increases up to 6.3 billion, up to 5.99 billion, 6.69 billion, a big roar upwards of 10.3 billion, then 12.0, and then we had the big downturn due to COVID. Once again, went from 12.0 down to 10.8, and then we have the big uproar back up. Not only once again did we beat 2019 and 2020 numbers, but we are at record levels. The peak in 2019 was 12.0, and right now for the fiscal year 2021, we finished at 12.31 billion. The profit margins. So this is what's so great about Visa. Not only does the company continue to raise revenue estimates and continue to grow profitability, but each transaction that they have is slightly becoming more profitable. And I have to say, I'm going to show you these profit margins right now, and you will never see a company pretty much in the world that has higher profit margins than Visa. Just to give you an example, like Amazon, for example. Let's just go ahead and pull that up. Let's go ahead and go to all companies, and let's just click Amazon, and let's go to annual profit margins. The profit margins for a company like Amazon, okay, right now as of the most recent year was 5.5%. Let's go to one of the higher ones. Let's go to the second largest company in the world, and let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft's profit margins are one of the best you can find in the world. 36.4%, really hard to beat. Well, what about Visa? If we look at the annual profit margins for Visa, and we look at the most recent report, as of lately, the company reported 51.07% profit margins. So basically that means when the company takes in revenue, for every dollar of revenue that they receive, about 51 cents is straight profit, over half. That is absolutely incredible, and you really can't find that anywhere else in the world. But beyond that, I want to go over to the risk for Visa and what type of things is taking Visa down in stock price and what get people really discouraged about it. Because if we jump over to M1 Finance here and we get past this referral, and we zoom out and we go to the research tab, we search V and type in the company stock chart, you can see over the last year it's pretty much went nowhere, the same price at the end of 2021 where it was at the end of 2020, almost exactly the same price. 2-year chart, you can see a little bit of a slight uptick, but once again, a little bit of an upturn, but really no movement whatsoever for 2 years straight, while this company's continue to grow revenue consistently quarter after quarter after quarter, with the exception of those COVID lockdown times, of course. But I think one of the big reasons is because when you look at articles such as this, it says Amazon to stop accepting Visa credit cards issued in the UK, citing high fees. Oh, sorry guys, let me put that back. I can't fix my computer. I'm acting crazy. Okay, here we go. So anyways, it says on January 19th, from that point on, the company will no longer accept Visa credit cards issued in Britain. I personally think that they will pull this back. I think this is a threat to try to get Visa to lower their fees, and maybe they will, but I really don't think they're just gonna stop using them altogether, and I'm gonna go after why. But if you keep on reading, it says that Visa was, quote, very disappointed that Amazon is threatening to restrict consumer choice in the future. And it goes on reading the reason why it did that, and Visa fell at the announcement 2.5%. And you gotta look, the time that this was announced was November 17th. Well, let's look at the stock price on November 17th of this year. It was right about here. So this was the close on the 16th, and the prices went nowhere, and the moment that news was announced, that took Visa stock lower and lower and lower, at the bottom even reaching as low as 190. And this leads me to the three main reasons why I hear people think that Visa is not going to succeed. The first one is big merchants such as Amazon will fight and push back on Amazon's fees, or excuse me, on Visa's fees to try to increase their profits, try to cut Visa out, lower their profits. Well, I'm going to explain why that's not the case. The second one is you have newer fintech companies such as like PayPal or Square or other names like this that are going to take Visa out of the market. Visa's old school, right? They're going to use these new fintechs in old school banking like JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America that use Visa credit cards. They're just going to be out of the picture. Visa's going to be gone. And then the third one, and this is a really common one I see, is cryptocurrency. People are going to use cryptocurrencies, and that cuts Visa out. Visa doesn't use cryptocurrency. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. I want to show some pictures here. The first one is this starts with the cryptocurrency issue. You see Coinbase, one of the biggest name in cryptocurrencies. What is at the bottom right of that card? I'm zooming in. Do you see that? What does that say? Oh, that's right. It says Visa. So if you want to use a Coinbase credit card that gives you cryptocurrency rewards, you got to use Visa whether you like it or not. All right, let's look at another big name. What about BlockFi? If I'm not mistaken, I'm not big into crypto, but I believe BlockFi was the first cryptocurrency credit card out there, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that this is a really popular card with good rewards. So yeah, I'm really a fan of this one. But BlockFi, what about in the bottom right there? Where's my mouse at? Oh, that's right. You want to use a BlockFi card and try to get away from Visa? Oh, that's right. This cryptocurrency card also uses the Visa payment network. What about Crypto.com? This company just bought out rights for one of the largest NBA stadiums in the world and has their name plastered everywhere and is growing massively in popularity. What about the bottom right there? What does that say? Once again, it says Visa. What about a smaller name? What about Binance? Satoshi Nakamoto card. Visa again. You see the pattern here. All these cryptocurrency big names that are on the blockchain are using Visa payment networks for all their credit and debit transactions because, quite frankly, it's the best system in the world. And this leads me to my next point, which is, what about a company like Square, right? Square is one of the biggest ones that I hear all the time. It's like, okay, Square is a company that's growing so fast, they're innovating, and they're really taking a lot of the market share for small businesses off of big names like JP Morgan Chase and stuff like that, right? Well, while it is true that Square does have a very, very popular money sending transaction platform called CASHAPP, but what if you want to get a debit card through CASHAPP, right? I personally work at the bank. I see them all the time. CASHAPP cards for young people that are in their teens and their 20s, they're everywhere. Well, go ahead and take a look at this picture. What if you want to use a CASHAPP card? Oh yeah, who facilitates those transactions? What's the payment network? Once again, it's Visa. So even a fantastic growth company such as Square is going to benefit Visa in the long run. Which, by the way, I haven't done research on this, so don't quote me on this. Someone needs to look this up. I probably should have looked it up before the video, but I'm pretty sure Visa still has a 10% ownership stake in Square as well. So even if that's the case, even if Square does dominate, well, Visa owns 10% of them. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to have to look that up after the video. But that leads me to the last reason, which is a big payment merchant such as Amazon. If you're going to buy things off Amazon, you're likely going to use the credit and debit cards that you already have in your pocket, right? So maybe you have one with JP Morgan Chase or Bank of America or Wells Fargo or whoever your bank is, right? Well, when you go to do that, you're going to use your credit or debit card. Who's that going to be? It's likely going to be Visa. Well, maybe you want to go through Amazon directly, and this leads to the relationship that they have. If you want to get an Amazon credit card, Once again, the story continues. Who is at the bottom corner of that credit card? It says Visa. And this just leads me further into my belief that Amazon's really not going to be able to do anything to stop Visa. While Amazon is arguably the most dominant company in the world, it is literally bankrupted who knows how many businesses with its fantastic e-commerce platform. But that said, they're not a payment processor, and I don't really see them ever pushing out Visa, or frankly any company for that matter. And it's reasons like that that lead me to this article that say things such as this. Visa rewards shareholders with a new $12 billion share buyback program. It says here, in the fourth quarter, fiscal 2021, the company bought back shares worth $3.1 billion. As a result, the previous share repurchase program had $4.7 billion remaining at quarter end. Of that amount, Visa exhausted $3.5 billion till December 15, 2021, just a couple days ago. The balance of $1.2 billion will be added with a new authorization, bringing the total available fund for buybacks to $13.2 billion. The share repurchase authorization comes with no expiration date. Guys, you get the point. Overall, Visa is a fantastic growth company, arguably the most profitable in the world, and it's really something that I don't really ever see anybody getting away from. It doesn't matter if you use something like a Cash App, or it doesn't matter if you shop at big merchants such as Amazon, or if you have an old school bank like JP Morgan, or if you even use cryptocurrency. If you do any type of online payments or use any debit or credit cards out there, it's very likely that you likely use Visa every single day, and I am definitely included in the the billions of cards out there that use it every single day. But other than that, guys, go ahead and check out check out M1 Finance down below, which gives you $50 for getting signed up with that link that is right here. We had one more sign up yesterday. We are now up to 124. Let's try to get that to 125 before the end of the year, guys. I'm posting this on New Year's Eve, so please sign up. I want to hit 125 before 2021 is over. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.